Okay guys, so I'm here to work on the cover of my rose tapestry journal. This placemat is 13 by 19. So I just folded it in half and cut it. And I think I can get two journals out of each one, or two journal covers. And then I just pulled off this lining piece. It's not cotton. I don't know what fabric it is, but it seems very fragile. So I'm not sure I want to use that. I may use that in the embellishments or something like that. So I'm going to hang on to it, but I'm not going to use it for the lining of this. So I ended up with a piece that is just a little bit bigger than the 9 by 12 envelope here. And I think what I'm going to do, I had bought these drop cloths, canvas drop cloths, to make a cover for the for our swing outside, because the sun is just eating it away, and changed my mind, and I think I'm just going to use some of this for the lining, because I have a ton of it, and it's very well, it's untreated canvas, so it's very textured, and it's already the right color. So what I'm going to do is, and I haven't done this before, so I think this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to sew this piece on first onto the envelope, so so I can see the edge, and then I'm going to trim that, and after I trim that, then I'm going to come back and attach this piece. Now what I'm thinking is, if I sew about 1/4 of an inch away, well, maybe I need to trim away from the edge, because if I excuse me, if I sew 1/4 of an inch away, then this is going to show through. So I think I'm going to sew as close to the edge as I can, and then maybe trim it to 1/4 of an inch, so I can get some of this frazzled threads. That's the technical term. So I am going to try that, and I'll be right back. Okay, one thing I forgot to mention, that I wanted to go ahead and fold this so it'll have the memory when the fabric's in there. And I went ahead and used some this fabric cotton athletic tape for both sides, just to give it some extra strength for when I sew in the signature. And yeah, now I'm going to go sew the front and the back, and I'll be back. Okay, my sewing machine did not like that, so I had a little bit of a tough time. The stitches were, I don't know, I've never had this happen. The stitches were like sewing upside down. So like when I put the zigzag on, it was sewing zigzag on the bottom, and just almost looked like a tree branch or something on the top. But got it done, and I just did a straight stitch when I sewed the lining on, then trimmed it, and then flipped it so that it would have the zigzag, and sewed on this side over the line. You can see where it messed up right here, but that's okay. It's going to be grungy, and any place, I don't see anything right now, well, there's a little bit, any place where that little yellow envelope is kind of peeking through, I'm just going to maybe add a little bit of ink to it to hide it. But I'm trying to decide. I think it goes this way, so I think this is going to be the front, and that's perfect because I like that rose down there, and I can still add something to the top. So cover done, and yeah, all I did was use a little glue stick to attach the fabric, sewed a straight stitch on the lining, and then put the tapestry on and did a zigzag. Pretty easy if your sewing machine cooperates. I turned it off and turned it back on and it worked, so who knows. They're temperamental. So alright, so the next thing we will do is gather up all our pages.